Everyone was astonished by a significant oil industry move made by Saudi Arabia. They have made the decision to drastically reduce oil production in conjunction with the OPEC Plus coalition. This is bad news that will have a significant impact on the entire world. 1 million barrels per day less oil will be produced as a result of the reduction. Their strategy has undergone a significant adjustment, which will have a significant effect on international oil markets and consumers. So buckle up as we investigate the specifics of Saudi Arabia and OPEC's revolutionary plan to reduce oil production. Let's shed some light on the OPEC Plus alliance for those of you who are unfamiliar with it and what it does in the global oil industry. OPEC and its allies are members of the alliance, with Saudi Arabia and Russia playing significant roles. They account for over 40% of the oil produced worldwide. This alliance seeks to maintain stability on the world oil market and has significant influence on oil prices. In order to keep prices stable and affordable, they also jointly decide how much oil is produced against how much is required. Saudi Arabia and Russia are major players in their respective groups, and their decisions about oil pricing have a significant impact on the entire sector. Additionally, their decisions and agreements may have a significant impact on both individuals who use and produce oil, as well as the global oil market. Saudi Arabia is now the largest oil exporter in the world and an important part of the OPEC Plus coalition. Additionally, they chose to reduce its oil supplies from July by an additional 1 million barrels per day. This tries to stabilize the market in reaction to the recent decline in oil prices. The Saudi Energy Minister, Prince Abdulaziz bin Salman Al Saud, reaffirmed the country's commitment to doing everything is necessary to stabilize the oil market. To stabilize oil prices in the short term and possibly beyond, Saudi Arabia will cut its production to the lowest level in years. This choice demonstrates Saudi Arabia's resolve to shoulder the burden of reducing output in order to preserve stability in the world oil market. Prices have benefited from Saudi Arabia's recent plan to further reduce oil production. The market reacted favorably to the news, which led to an increase in oil prices. This rise demonstrates that consumers recognize the significance of Saudi Arabia's commitment to lowering the amount of available oil. However, a number of factors will determine how much and how long prices will increase. Because of the way the market operates and the state of the world, prices may continue to fluctuate in the short term. Not to mention that the current state of the world economy is unpredictable due to the situation in Ukraine, which could also produce fluctuations in oil prices. However, costs can increase in the future. If Saudi Arabia and the other OPEC Plus members reduce oil supply, the market may become more competitive. Additionally, as global oil consumption begins to increase and may even surpass pre-pandemic levels, the tight supply may force prices to steadily rise. But bear in mind that other factors, such as political concerns, the state of the world economy, and the move toward renewable energy sources, may also have an impact on how much oil we need and how much it will cost. More oil production cuts by Saudi Arabia and the OPEC Plus group could also have an impact on consumers, particularly in terms of gas prices. Gas prices are anticipated to increase as well, since as oil prices rise, so do their prices. Therefore, it's possible that people will spend more to fill up their cars, which could have an impact on their budgets. In addition, increasing gas prices may result in overall price increases. It might cause inflation, which would result in rising costs for various goods. How great the price hikes are and how long the output cuts remain will determine how much it affects individuals and inflation. It's crucial to note, though, that previous drops in oil prices helped people save money on petrol and lowered inflation rates. However, the current production cuts could cause this promising trend to reverse. This suggests that costs may rise once again, affecting what customers can afford. Saudi Arabia now intends to profit significantly from oil in order to finance its major projects and develop its economy. One of these initiatives is Neom, a cool metropolis they intend to construct in the desert for an astounding $500 billion. Saudi Arabia needs a lot of money to make this happen, which is where oil prices come in. For the country to be able to fund everything they want to undertake, oil prices need be around $80 to $90 per barrel. Additionally, since oil is the primary product they sell, higher prices equate to greater funding for their projects. In order to diversify and strengthen its economy over time, Saudi Arabia also intends to do other things outside producing oil. But for all of this to take place, they need to monitor oil prices and make sure they remain steady and lucrative. They will be able to realize their lofty goals and have a more prosperous future in this way. The decision by Saudi Arabia to cut back on oil output will have a significant impact on world politics, particularly with regard to Russia's energy revenues. In order to combat Western sanctions and their effects on its essential energy income, Russia has been looking for new markets for its oil, including India, China, and Turkey. However, if Saudi Arabia's output cuts result in higher prices that exceed the cap agreed by the group of 7 major economies, this might complicate international trade. To get around pricing controls and conceal the source of its oil, Russia has tried employing dark fleet ships, but these strategies are expensive. Saudi Arabia's reductions demonstrate how oil-producing nations combine their financial interests with the effects on oil customers. Increasing oil prices can lead to inflation and make it more difficult for individuals to purchase goods. This might lead to interest rate increases by central banks, which would impede the economy. Therefore, the cuts made by Saudi Arabia don't simply impact one nation, they also have an impact on global trade and energy. In conclusion, Saudi Arabia's decision to lower oil production will have a significant impact on the global oil market and consumers. The activities of Saudi Arabia, the top oil exporter and an essential member of the OPEC Plus group, have a significant effect on oil pricing and supplies. Recently, a proposal to reduce production by 1 million barrels per day beginning in October was announced. They want to stabilize the market and raise crude prices. The continued reduction in production by other OPEC Plus members demonstrates the group's unwavering support for oil prices. Additionally, the output reductions will probably result in an increase in oil prices soon. This might have an impact on gasoline prices and establish a minimum price. However, in the long run, everything will rely on how long these cuts continue and the equilibrium between consumer demand and supply on the global oil market. And it's crucial to pay attention to how things develop because they have the potential to impact energy markets, inflation rates, and how well people are doing financially around the world. According to the official Saudi press agency, Saudi Arabia will continue its voluntary 1 million BPD crude oil output decrease through the end of this year. Saudi Arabia now expects to produce 9 million BPD of crude oil for the remaining months of the year. However, as of Tuesday afternoon, the extension will still be examined on a monthly basis. The position of Saudi Arabia and Russia in OPEC's plan has been the main source of worry for the oil markets, which have been speculating on how OPEC will move forward with its oil production strategy. Market analysts frequently select oil price levels that would prompt Saudi Arabia to take further action. Currently, the price of a barrel of Brent crude oil is little around $90. The price of Brent crude has soared by $6 a barrel in the past month. Further changes in oil prices could be anticipated as Saudi Arabia prepares to extend the production cut and the market gets an opportunity to process Saudi Arabia's decision. Whether this move should be seen through a bullish or bearish lens is the current topic. Although Saudi Arabia's production cutbacks may be viewed positively in terms of limiting global oil supplies, bears are quick to point out that this indicates Saudi Arabia does not believe China's demand for crude oil would increase to the point where it is justified in relaxing the restrictions on its present production cut policy. The additional 1 million BPD supply cut, which was voluntary, was initially offered by Saudi Arabia as a one-time July event. Saudi Arabia later decided to extend the production halt into August and September. The reduction is not a condition of the agreement negotiated with its OPEC and OPEC Plus counterparts, rather, it is an additional requirement to the OPEC mandates. What are your thoughts on Saudi Arabia and OPEC Plus, and do you think they can overthrow the US economy? Let me know down below. If you want to continue to learn about business investing and financial education, we have got this video waiting on the screen for you to check out. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.